Good morning, students. So today we start with our next new chapter, classification of elements or periodicity of elements, or in simple words, periodic table. Now, periodic table. Okay, we are studying from the lower standards. The introductory part already have studied why there is a need of classifying elements when so many elements were discovered long back. So the need of classifying the elements you have studied. Classification of elements, the attempts made by different scientists, that also you have studied. Dobriners, Newlands, law of octave. Mendeleev gave slight systematic classification for the elements, and then Moseley gave the modern periodic table, which is now accepted worldwide. So dear students, we need not go into the detailed aspect of what you have studied in the lower standard. Okay, but just to revise one important law here, the modern periodic law. Now what is the law? Modern periodic law आपने पढ़ा है. The law states that the physical and the chemical properties of the elements are the periodic functions of their atomic numbers, capital Z. Okay, so whatever physical and chemical properties these elements are exhibiting in themselves, that is because of their atomic number, that is number of electrons. So here today we have to study the structural feature of modern periodic table. Now this is just a rough sketch for or skeletal structure for modern periodic table. So in the structural features, of course, we are going to discuss once again about the periods, groups present in the periodic table. So it's again a revision for you. So let's start with vertical columns and horizontal rows. Okay, so horizontal rows in the periodic table are called as periods. And we also know that there are 7 periods in the periodic table. So 7 periods, one by one now we'll understand these periods. We start with the first horizontal row. First horizontal row containing 2 elements. So this is the first period containing 2 elements. It is called a shortest period in the periodic table. Second and third period containing 8 elements, 8 elements each. They are called as short periods. Okay, short periods. Then fourth period and fifth period, they will contain 18 elements. Okay, as you can count, you can refer the periodic table from your text also when you watch this particular video. So fourth and fifth period will contain 18 elements. Now sixth period. Sixth period will contain 32 elements because in sixth period, okay, in the third group we have Lanthanide series. Lanthanide series of 14 elements. Okay, and as we know that there was no space to accommodate these 14 elements in this periodic table, that's why this series was placed here at the bottom of the periodic table. So 14 elements and remaining elements from this particular 6th period. So So total you will get 32 elements in 6th period, and 7th period is called incomplete period because newly discovered elements are all placed in the 7th period. That's why it is called incomplete period. Now here once we come to know, okay, or recollecting the concept of 7 periods, then coming to the groups. So groups in short you can explain. Okay, groups we have 18 groups, total 18 groups. First and second group here, from 3rd to 12 we have here at the center. Okay, and then 13 to 18 here. Okay, तो यहाँ पे ग्रुप्स 18 है. डिटेल में हम यहाँ पे एक्सप्लेन नहीं करेंगे about 18 groups. Okay, that will study wherever they have given the detailed description for all the groups, elements present in that group. Now once the structural feature which already we have studied in the lower side is over, some names they are given for these elements, and the names already we know. In the modern periodic table, elements which are placed on the left hand side, first, second group, they are called as, okay, alkali and alkaline earth metals. Alkali metals, alkaline earth metals. Here we have non-metals, right hand side, non-metals and inert gases. Okay, so keep this in mind, it's just a revision for you. And the name of the remaining elements which are placed at the center, okay, and at the bottom of the periodic table, okay, that name we will see in the next lecture. So keeping this thing in mind, the next part that we have to study today is IUPAC nomenclature. IUPAC nomenclature for the elements which are having more than 100 atomic number. Okay, if the elements are having the atomic number more than 100, okay, then we are following particular IUPAC nomenclature rules as we have studied in the organic chemistry. जैसे हमने कार्बन कंपाउंड्स के लिए IUPAC नॉमेनक्लेचर आपको पता है, तो वैसे यहाँ पे एक शॉर्ट IUPAC नॉमेनक्लेचर रूल, एक टेबल आपको टेक्स्ट बुक में दिया हुआ है, एंड दैट आई विल एक्सप्लेन यू विथ वन एग्जांपल. सो इन माय नोट्स ऑलरेडी आई विल, ओके, आई हैव सेंड द IUPAC रूल टेबल. वो टेबल में 3 कॉलम्स है. फर्स्ट कॉलम में आपको, फर्स्ट कॉलम में मिलेगा आपको द नंबर न्यूमेरिकल 1 0 2 3 ऐसे जो भी नंबर्स है यहाँ पे आपको दिए जाएंगे. देन न्यूमेरिकल रूट, न्यूमेरिकल रूट वर्ड. ओके, so these 2 columns are very important. Now how to give IUPAC name for elements having atomic number more than 100? I start with a very simple example. 101, Z is equal to 101. तो एक एलिमेंट एटॉमिक नंबर है 101, तो आप ये एलिमेंट के लिए IUPAC नेम कैसे देंगे? रेफर द टेबल. टेबल में जैसे आप यहाँ पे देख सकते हैं, न्यूमेरिकल that is equal to atomic number is containing 0. Then here they are given root nil. Okay, if in the atomic number the numerical is 1, then they are given this particular So 1, for 1 what is the root? What they have given here, write it like this, 1. Then for 0 क्या दिया है? रूट वर्ड नील, तो लिखो उन नील. ओके, उन नील. अगेन 1, तो 1 के लिए क्या दिया है? उन, तो यहाँ पे लिखिए उन. Okay, now we have written the root words for the numericals which are present in the atomic number systematically. So un nil un, तो ये आपने लिख दिया. Now how to end this name? पूरा नाम अभी end कैसे करेंगे? Once this is done, okay, at the end every time you have to add I U N. क्या ऐड करेंगे? end में suffix, जिसको आप कह सकते हैं नाम में I U M. तो अब ये नाम क्या हो गया? उनिल उनियम. देखो उनिल उनियम. Okay, so this way this table, okay, will help us to give the IPC name for any element having atomic number more than 100. Okay, so very important part. 2 examples of course will be asked in exam. ओके, तो ठीक से आपको ये टेबल ध्यान में रखना है. आफ्टर द IUPAC nomenclature, now the next part is division of the modern periodic table in different blocks. Different blocks है यहाँ पे. That also you know. Elements are divided into 4 main blocks. S block elements, P block elements, D block elements and F block elements. So here only in this modern periodic table I can show you first group and second group S block elements. Okay, group 13th, okay, 13th to 18th P block elements. Okay, then group 3 to 12, 3 to 12 D block elements. Okay, and here we have the F block elements. At the bottom of the periodic table we have lanthanide series and actinide series. They are F block elements. Okay, now why these elements, okay, or how we can prove that so and so element is belonging to S block or P block, D block, ये proof कैसे करेंगे? Okay, this can be proved with the help of their atomic number. अगर आपको एलिमेंट के लिए एटॉमिक नंबर दिया गया है और पूछा जाता है कि ये कौन से ब्लॉक को बिलोंग करता है, तो आपको वहाँ पे वो एलिमेंट के लिए इलेक्ट्रॉनिक कॉन्फ़िगरेशन लिखना है. ठीक है, सो इलेक्ट्रॉनिक कॉन्फ़िगरेशन लिखने के बाद आपको पता चलेगा कि दैट एलिमेंट इज बिलोंगिंग टू विच ब्लॉक. ओके, नाउ हियर one very important point I want to tell you. Writing down the electronic configuration, okay, what you have studied in the lower standard is not followed this year. Please keep in mind. Okay, now electronic configuration writing part for any element. अगर आपको एटॉमिक नंबर दिया गया और इलेक्ट्रॉनिक कॉन्फ़िगरेशन लिखना है तो आपको एक रूल है, वो रूल को फॉलो करके आपको इलेक्ट्रॉनिक कॉन्फ़िगरेशन लिखना है ये साल से. और वो रूल है, ओके, वो प्रिंसिपल का नाम है F-Bose प्रिंसिपल. F-Bose प्रिंसिपल, ओके, he has given a particular chart of filling the electrons in different orbits. ओके, तो periodic table chapter में only I am going to introduce that principle in my next lecture. Okay, and that principle we also have to study in the chapter atomic structure. आपके सिलेबस में एक चैप्टर है एटॉमिक स्ट्रक्चर, ऑल्सो यू हैव इन योर सेकेंड टर्म एग्जाम. तो वहाँ पे ये प्रिंसिपल यहाँ पे भी आपको मैं इंट्रोड्यूस कराने वाला हूँ और वो आपको एटॉमिक स्ट्रक्चर चैप्टर में भी याद रखना है। आई वॉन्ट रिपीट इन दैट चैप्टर, वापस रिपीट नहीं होगा। ओके, सो टुडे वी जस्ट हैव इंट्रोड्यूस्ड ओके मॉडर्न पीरियोडिक टेबल, मॉडर्न पीरियोडिक लॉ once again. So you just go through this part and after understanding how to write down the electronic configuration for any element asked from the periodic table when the atomic number is given, Abbo's principle आपको समझाने के बाद okay, then we will continue with the last part of the chapter. Okay, so this will be all for today. Okay, so just go through the notes and I don't think this particular part will have any doubts because already you have studied. Only this was a new concept for you, IPSC nomenclature. So this you practice some more examples which are given in the textbook. Okay, so that's all for today. You take care and we'll continue next time. Thank you.